Thanks for staying with us. I'm back with Claire Wyneken of the Wyman Center, and we're going to continue to talk about the Teen Leadership Program. It's interesting because I think you hear a lot when people talk about teens going off to college, and they may or may not be academically prepared, but one area we're starting to see is if they're not emotionally or socially or culturally. There's so many elements. It's not just, hey, you have these SAT scores, you need to get into college and do well. So talk about with the leadership program and some of the things that the teens are learning and exercising, how that makes them not just better equipped for college, but just even for just the future in general.
So we refer to this as social emotional learning.
Okay.
People in the past may have referred to it as the soft skills or interpersonal skills, but it's more than that. So it's the skills to be able to relate to people of all walks of life. It's the communication, the problem solving, the conflict management. I mean, ask any employer, what are you looking for in an employee? You want skills, but you also want them to be able to work successfully with others. And so that's very important. And when you go off to college, it's like going off to work. So you have to be able to have those skills. And in addition to those interpersonal skills, you need, it's often called grit or persistence,
yes,
this ability to really push through when things are difficult. So in our leadership program, in the Teen Leadership Program, we have young people, we give them some real significant challenges, both physical challenges like rock climbing and high ropes courses and things like that, but also the chance to get up and speak in front of a large group or to lead their peers in a service project. And for all young people, these are places where they have to work through a lot of things. So we may have given them some lessons and training on these areas, but then they actually get to apply that learning again and again and again over time. So by the time they go off to college, they've really got some mastery of that and they're ready to go.
Because they've done it frequently. They've had those challenges over and over again. That's really, I'm sure you probably have seen so many young people, young students, their before and after. Just how it's,
yes, and and they're working for us.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, and talk about the national sort of outreach at this point. Because Wyman, again, we were saying 116 years, locally founded, it's been here for a long time, but now your reach is across the country.
Across the country. So we're in 32 states and Washington, D.C. with the Teen Outreach Program. There we are really building the capacities of our partners and the 115 providers that are working with them throughout the nation that are serving 30,000 teens. And they're delivering the Teen Outreach Program, and it's all about training those organizations and then staying with them and also helping them measure their data. And this is really important, that the knowledge that we gain from both the process of doing a program and the outcomes, we have to be able to know if we're making a difference.
I feel like with a lot of nonprofits, specifically in education, everything is becoming so data-driven. But it's because you can't keep doing a program or a template the wrong way, and you don't know unless you're measuring those outcomes. You brought up grit, which is kind of I feel like the hot topic in education right now. Again, talk about, you gave some examples of the rock climbing and outdoor physical activities, but since that is such a big topic from elementary schools all the way up through college, what are some other things? How important is this, really?
It is essential, particularly if you're looking at young people who are coming from backgrounds of disadvantage, who already have barriers. You know they're going to have to be able to push through those. And so we can give you a lot of skills and we can give you a lot of opportunities, but we also have to give you a chance to learn to believe in yourself so that you can be able to keep pushing through, keep being able to overcome whatever might come your way. And going off to college, if you're a first-generation college student, that's a very new environment for a lot of young people. And there are supports there, but you got to know how to take advantage of them. So our staff actually stay connected to these young people after they go off to school or whatever they've done after they graduate from high school to make sure that they have those kinds of supports. And someone continues to tell them, I believe in you, and we're right here for you, but we know that you can do this. And that can be very, very critical. And what we see is they're taking on leadership roles, and that's often where they're really developing those skills around perseverance.
No, that's
and
because
grit.
it doesn't just end. Sometimes we always think, and if I can get them through high school, but it doesn't just end there.
It
It
does
goes
not.
beyond and beyond and beyond. But this is excellent. Really critical work that you guys are doing and important work. So thank you for being here.
Thank
And
you for
sharing
having us.
with us,
Very
sharing information with us. And we've got all that information. We'll show you that graphic again if you want to learn more about the Wyman Center. There's their mission statement right there, and you can head to their website, wymancenter.org. All right, well, I'm going to be back. We're going to come back with Midwest Entourage Entertainment right after this short break, so please stay with us.